This is a jigsaw, variable speed saw, saber saw. There's quite a few names for it. As I've said before, I like these Ryobi products. I have all of them the same because it's a little easier with interchanging of the batteries. Again, I recommend if you're looking at getting any of these cordless things, end up with the ones that are 18 volt. They give you a little more power. The other thing I like about this one is that it has variable angles for cutting, and also the trigger allows for variable speeds from slow like that, so that this is a nice utility type of saw to have. So I've drawn my line on here, and I have to hold the piece down pretty solid, and then I just start cutting. Okay, now I'll go ahead and saw the other piece, and we'll go trial fit these. Remember, we made our cut to go around there, and we're going to have to put this underneath like this to make sure we get a fit. Remember, we've got to go underneath that water. So we're going to just kind of get this ready to lock into place. Lock down, and there we have our two pieces in. And again, we have our leftover piece here. Again, we have the sawn edged here. Let's see what I didn't do right. I didn't put it in level down on this end, so I'm going to have to lift up. Very simple to do. Slide it into place and let it drop back down, because we want that floating edge to be halfway on each end of it. So there we are. And again, we're clearing everything. We don't have to worry about running into anything. And we see where our next piece fits. And we do that by locking it in place. You see, each one of these is getting shorter and shorter because we need more length from the other end. But what's nice about this is that the next piece we cut for in here is going to be longer, and we'll only have to make one piece cut to go into place. You can see we've cut the hole behind for around the toilet ring there. Now, it's not accurate, it doesn't have to be, because again, remember, our toilet bowl and seat will cover that. Now, instead of using the cutoff piece there, just to kind of unify this a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and use a full-size 51-inch piece to put in here next. And the reason for doing that is it just basically is going to lock what we've done together. We have a full piece in here, and because our next piece, we'll put our little end in, but our next piece here is going to have to be cut to go around this, and I just as soon come back with another full piece here and just have to cut this much of the end out to make it fit. Now, this is the first piece we've had to cut to go around the vanity over here. And what we wanted to do was make the piece, this piece that goes on the left over here, my left, go up underneath here and then put down in there. So let's just trial fit it, see what we look like here. we're still within our 1/4 inch gap, so we're floating there. And now what we'll have to do is just measure how much excess we need going back into this corner. It looks like about 13 1/4 inches will do it. We'll cut that piece small like that, put it in place, and then snap this piece into position. And the rest of our job is going to be rather easy because we're just going to be cutting predictable lengths till we get to the door, and then we'll have to do some work on getting into the doorway. We've gone ahead and put this piece in with our little piece on the end. Now you'll notice I've got a gap here, but again I'll be covered by my 1/4 round. I just cut that a little bit broader there. And now we're down to the easy part of this floor, is we're cutting these pieces to just fit in. And just so you see how easy snap lock is, when I showed you the easy part, you basically put it in place, work it a little bit, and snap it down, and that's it. Now that, I just want to get it even weight, even space on either side. You see the line comes out nice and neat. We'll just keep going here. Now, I've cut 2 more pieces here to fit in the same way. Snap in place, down, and I don't know whether this last one is going to fit or not, so we're going to just trial fit it first and see if it goes in. Alright. Now, if you'll come over here a minute, take a look, you can see our doorway is not quite square. And we've got a little more gap here than we have here. And that's to be expected in home construction. So what we're going to do to help even this out is we're going to take the door trim and we're going to remove it at least part way up. And then what's going to happen, we'll saw off the bottom and have this slap down into place. Then we'll decide whether we want to piece this in or whether we're close enough to use the furring strip on the outer edge. So that'll be our next step now. I'll take this board back out, and to loosen these boards you do the same as we did before. We use the putty knife or the razor knife and loosen it up along here, and then pry very gently away from the wall until we get it loose. We'll probably also take off the molding down here because it's only a 6-inch piece and there's no molding over here. And I think that'll make our job easier all the way around. Rather than trying to piece towards it, we'll piece in and then have this fit against it.